my friends. My name is Ellen. Welcome back to my Southern Kitchen and the 7th episode of Ellen's ChristKwan Series 2024. Today, I'm going to share with y'all a recipe using two of my favorite fruits for the holiday season, orange and cranberries. We're going to make orange cranberry bread. And I've done this recipe a few years ago here on my channel, but I've decided to redo it and update it. This is a quick bread recipe, so there's no yeast required. And my friends, it is so simple and easy to make, and as always, it is the bomb.com delicious. And if y'all fan of orange and cranberry, y'all gonna love this bread. Perfect to serve for breakfast or brunch, also makes great gifts to give to your loved ones. And I'll post a complete recipe along with the instructions down below in the description box. Also check out my previous video, Truffle Hot Cocoa. I'll post the link to that down below in the description box. So grab your loaf pan, zest up your orange, and get your cranberries roasting sugar because we're about to bake some orange cranberry bread magic in my Southern kitchen. Here we go. All right, my friends, the first step we're going to do is prep our cranberries. In my cake pan, I have 2 cups of fresh cranberries that I rinsed and removed the bad ones. We're going to roast them in the oven, and roasting them will bring out the flavor. Oven's preheated to 250 degrees. Gonna let them roast for 10 minutes. All right, my friends, our cranberries is nice and roasted. See how plump and juicy they are? And it smells amazing. So now we're going to let them cool completely. And while they're cooling, let's get started with the dry ingredients. Over here, I have my self-rising flour. We need 2 cups. And if you don't have self-rising flour, you can use all-purpose flour. So we're going to use my 1 cup measurement. We're going to fluff it up. And level it off. And voila, perfect cup. And we're going to pour it into my sifter and bowl and just repeat the process. And another perfect cup. And that's our 2 cups of flour. And into our self-rising flour, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And if using all-purpose flour, make sure you add in a teaspoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of table salt. Now we're going to sift these together, or you can whisk them if you like. Alrighty, dry ingredients are done. Now we're going to set this aside while we work on the wet ingredients. In my large bowl, we're going to add in a half a cup, which is 1 stick, or 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I melted and cooled. And into our melted butter, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon, which is a cupful of pure vanilla extract. Next, we're going to add in a half a teaspoon of pure orange extract. Our sugars, a half a cup each of white sugar and packed light brown sugar. Now we're going to add in 1 extra large egg at room temperature. 1/3 of a cup of buttermilk, also at room temperature. You can use homemade or store-bought. I'll post a link to my homemade buttermilk recipe down below in the description box. The zest of a medium orange and the juice of a medium orange. And give it a quick whisk until everything is well incorporated. Alright, my friends, now we're going to slowly add in the dry ingredients a little at a time. And whisk until it's well combined. Be careful not to overmix. All right, my friends, I am through mixing up our batter, and this is what it looked like, nice and thick. That looks great. Now there's one more thing we gotta add to it. Our cooled roasted cranberries, and I added in about a tablespoon of self-rising flour to help suspend them so they won't sink inside the bread. And just fold them in gently. Be careful not to bust the cranberries. Oh, I just love orange and cranberry, one of my favorite combinations. And this batter smells incredible. I can smell the orange extract and the fresh orange. Alright, as soon as I get through folding in my cranberries, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I am through folding in the cranberries. We are ready to pour the batter into our loaf pan. We're going to pour it in the 8 by 4 by 2 inch loaf pan that I generously sprayed with baking spray. And spread it evenly. Now we are ready to put this bread in the oven. I increased the temperature to 350 degrees. At first it was at 250 when we roast the cranberries. We're going to let it bake for about 55 minutes. And I'll bring you back. My friends, look at this beautiful bread. I just taken it out of the oven. And it smells heavenly up in this kitchen. See how nice and golden brown that is? So now we're going to let it rest in the pan for 15 minutes. Alright, my friends, it's been 15 minutes. Now we're going to remove the bread from the pan and place it on some wax paper. Here we go. Wish me luck. Gorgeous! Came out nicely. Now we're going to let it cool completely. And while it's cooling, let's make the orange glaze. In my bowl and sifter, we're going to add in 1 cup of powdered sugar and sift it. And into our powdered sugar, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of fresh orange juice, along with the zest of an orange. Next, we're going to add in a half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and a half a teaspoon of pure orange extract. And whisk until it's well blended and get it to the right consistency. Okie dokie, my friends, this is what our orange glaze looked like. Got it to the consistency I was looking for. Excellent. And our orange glaze is complete and the bread is nice and cooled. Let's give it some sugar, shall we? We're just going to drizzle the glaze right on top of the bread, like so. And last but not least, we're going to sprinkle on some orange zest on top. Alrighty, our orange cranberry bread is done. All we got to do is let the glaze harden, and as soon as it hardens, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, there you have it. Cranberry orange bread. Don't that look good? And the glaze is nice and hardened. Off camera, I place it onto my cake plate. I'm going to cut a couple of slices and show y'all how moist it is. Oh yes, moist and soft like a pillow. Fantastic. So now I'm about to fix me up a plate and then we'll give it a taste. Alright, my friends, now it's time for the best part, the tasting. Here we go. Marvelous texture. Look at that. Have a bite. It's so moist, it just melts in your mouth. The cranberries is juicy, and I could taste the orange has a great sweet and tart balance, and that glaze is phenomenal. This cranberry orange bread is divine, and it screams the holidays, my friends. Please give this recipe a try. This is a vanilla bite. Yum oh. Cranberry orange bread licious. My friends, many thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video recipe, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And for more Southern magic in my kitchen, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell so that way you'll be notified when my new videos come out. Also follow me on social media, Facebook, Ellen's Homemade Delights, and Instagram at Ellen Delights. And please send me an email, ellenshomemadedelights@gmail.com. I would love to see your beautiful creations with my recipes. And I'll see y'all on my next video. Let's eat. Much love, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays.